Hey, and welcome back to Elevated Energetics. Today I'm going to be talking about how to select appropriate crystals for your needs using finger dowsing and, if you have one, a pendulum. So it's just a good way to check in with your body, with your energy field, with your intuition, to figure out what crystal that you need the most whenever you are deciding to work with them and try and bring your energy into harmony with those crystals. So I got a couple notes here just so I don't forget anything. So yeah, everybody's energy field is different. We're all unique. We all look unique. We all look different. We all, have slightly different personalities, and so does our energy. Like, our energy is very unique to the individual. So you're going to want to match crystals with your unique energy field. So if someone really finds that, for example, obsidian is very grounding and protective for them, some people might find obsidian a little bit too intense, and so on with any crystal, really. So it's good to try and find crystals that work with your unique energy, and I'm going to help you figure that out today. So some crystals have a much higher vibration than others, and they really work in the subtle and astral and karmic blueprint that we all have, and it helps adjust us at a physical level to affect permanent changes in our energy, which results in permanent changes in our reality, in our thought patterns, and in our physical bodies as well. So a low, more denser, so for example, most root chakra stones. So this is a red jasper. This will be a much lower vibration than clear quartz, for example, which is very high vibration, very pure. So yeah, and other crystals operate more subtly, and it'll help bring underlying causes to the surface. I find that this fossilized palm root is very good at drawing out ancestral patterns, things like that, that maybe you're not aware of on the surface. So this would be a good example of one of those stones. But maybe it won't be appropriate for you at any given time for whatever reason, whatever is going on in your energy. Maybe this won't resonate, so maybe something else will work better. So it's really good to, like, if you're just instantly drawn to a particular stone, like for me, smoky quartz and labradorite, I can't get enough. I have multiple pieces of both, and I feel like both of those work really well with my energy. But that might be totally different for you. Maybe you're really attracted to things like rose quartz and amethyst, or the more grounding energy protective stones like black stones like onyx and obsidian, hematite, things like that. Going at it intuitively is a great thing to do. If you just are instantly drawn to a crystal, it's most likely that it resonates well with your energy and will help bring things into balance for you and whatever needs to be healed underneath the surface. So when you're using either finger dowsing or a pendulum, sorry that the lighting's not that great, silly glasses with the reflections. Anyway, so you can douse, you can ask yourself some questions using either a pendulum, if you're familiar with it, and also finger dowsing, which is basically just asking yourself a question, holding your fingers together like this. I just had to double check that because I use a pendulum more often than the finger dowsing, but finger dowsing is great if you don't have a pendulum or don't really have any interest in getting one. It's just a good way to check into your body. So when you're finger dowsing, for example, let's say I wanted to see if this fossilized palm root would be good for a healing session for my own energy and whatever intention I'm setting. So I could ask, would this be a good stone to use right now for my body, for my energy? And if the chain breaks, so you're going to pull apart. If the chain breaks, that means no. And if the chain stays together, that's a strong yes. So try not to force it, just kind of see what happens. So I'm getting more of a yes just as the question I've framed right now. So this is a good stone for me, and I've been feeling very drawn to this one lately. So like I said, So yeah, you can use finger dowsing or you can use a pendulum. And I'm just going to swap the camera around just to show you guys the process I use when I'm choosing my own crystals. So hold on. Alright, we're back. I got a little selection of crystals here from my personal stash. And I'm just going to kind of talk more about how to kind of choose which stone is good for you at this very moment in time. So what you're going to want to do when you're using your pendulum is just kind of ask yourself the question. And when you're asking yourself this question, I want you to kind of clear your mind and ask something along the lines of, let's say, is citrine a good crystal to work with my energy right now? And then you wait for the answer. I'm getting a yes. You could also, like I said, do the finger dowsing where you make a chain like this and be like, is citrine a good stone to work with my energy right now? And if the chain doesn't break, it's a yes. If the chain does break, it's a no. And so on for every crystal that you feel drawn to in that moment. And then you could pick the one that is most beneficial for you instead of kind of playing the guessing game. You could also ask questions like, is Galaxite the best to help me free myself from abuse in the past? And then you can see what answer comes up for that. You could also frame your question something like, is there a deeper condition underlying this issue, whatever issue you're wanting to use your crystals for? And if there is a deeper issue, if you get a yes, you can then ask, does this condition lie at the emotional level? Does this condition lie at the physical level, the mental level? And you just keep going until you figure out where exactly that energetic blockage is in your body. And so on and so forth. So it's really pretty easy, pretty simple. It's really all about intuition. Like, there's really no like mathematical process, I guess. It's just simply using either the finger dowsing or a pendulum just to be like, is apatite good for helping me express myself? And I'm getting a yes. My straight back and forth is a yes. And yeah, and basically that's all you got to do to just check in with your intuition and figure out if a certain crystal is right for you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little explanation and a quick little hint on how to start working really more deeply with your crystals and going based off more of what your body needs, what your energy needs are, rather than, you know, just assuming that this is good for the throat chakra because it is blue. You know, I actually did a Reiki session last night for a client, and I ended up putting rose quartz on her third eye, which I have never done that before because I usually associate this with the heart chakra, but that's what she needed in the moment, and I figured that out by using a similar process to what I just showed you. So you could use this for crystal healing for other people as well. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.